right, so I'm doing this for the non-believers because I know some of y'all.
I was gonna do that for Spike. I was gonna choose it.
There's some of y'all here. Y'all don't really see. Y'all don't really understand.
Okay, what you got? What you got?
Educate.
But it's
Educate.
It's happening. It's happening.
Man, that game.
It's happening. All right. It's gonna be the shocker of the year.
22.
I bet you 16 come out this year. I bet you 16 come out this year.
No, I believe it is too, low key.
16 coming out this year. I believe.
Bro, I don't believe, bro. My face is
It's okay. Be merciful. I was gonna tell you to be merciful, dog. You waited too long.
Yo, what's going on? Japan Man X3 here. You may have seen my face a few times in some Village 285 videos. It's still gonna be there. The homies aren't here right now, but this will be very much centered around all of us. We created something called a Fantasy Critic League using the website fantasycritic.games. Not sure if any of y'all have heard of that before, but we're going to be talking about it. We'll show you our league and everything like that, just so you can see how much craziness is going to be going on. It's real weird. I've never done any type of like fantasy sports or anything like that, like fantasy football. But that is the closest thing I can relate this to. But yeah, it's pretty dope. I found out about it through the Easy Allies. Shout out to them. They've been doing it at least 2 years, I want to say, between Kyle, Ian, and Don. Hilarious content. Check it out on their channel, of course. But yeah, so we started one. Just gonna show you how it works to an extent. No, I shouldn't say how it works. It's not gonna be a tutorial. I barely remember everything myself. But there is a very in-depth FAQ on their website. But yeah, let me just go ahead and throw it up here right quick so everyone can see it. All right, so this is their website. This is the About page. So yeah, Fantasy Critic was created by Steve Fallon. Dope, dope, dope. Visual design for the website was created by Dale Mahabir. And it says that without OpenCritic.com, this wouldn't be possible. So appreciate all y'all. Seems like OpenCritic has a Patreon, so if you want to support that way, you can. Not sure if FantasyCritic.games has anything like that, but anyway, yeah, he gives a whole breakdown of like, you know, how everything started and everything. So if you want to check that out at any point in time, you know, show the man some love, go ahead and do that. But yeah, we're gonna go here to the main page. They recently started like a battle royale type thing, so if you don't have a crew of people to play with, no worries, you can just kind of do it solo dolo. But we started a league, Village 285 Gaming League. If you want to follow it, you can. No big deal or anything like that. So let's get into these shenanigans, because it's pure shenanigans, bro. We did this in, I want to say like March. So we didn't really have the first games of the year to kind of run with on our roster. But basically the concept is you start at the beginning of the year by drafting the games that have been announced that you think will do well as far as their ratings. And I think the threshold, I think, is 70, or it could be 80. It's 80. So if a game scores higher than 80 on opencritic.com, you get points. So if you have a few games that do that for you, you can potentially win. On the reverse, obviously if your game is beneath 80, it subtracts points, so you can go negative. And 2, I believe if games don't release, that's like 0 points. And there's a whole thing like a determination if you can get to add a game if you find out that your game's not coming out at all, or if you just make that risky play, you know, your group may just say, nah, you got to stick with it and hold that L. And that's how we did it. Again, it was just our first time doing this. So, and like I said, none of us come from paying like fantasy football or anything like that. So this really was kind of like just the first time trial, but man, it was eventful. I'll see if I can throw some clips in. I mean, you probably see the clip in the beginning about me ranting and raving about Final Fantasy 16, which we will get into. It is coming out this year. I don't know that for sure, but I really hope it does. Anyway, yeah, so let's break it down. When we did this, basically, I started the crew, but everything else is kind of randomized, like as far as like how people go and everything like that. I think we just did like a coin flip or something, or I actually know. I think the manager itself has an option to make it random automatically out of the gate. So it's myself, Japanman X3. We had Sonke, Bluish Manhattan, or Chill, whichever y'all know him by. Silk 04 was in there, Brandozilla, and of course Remy. Use his real name, don't know why. Anyway, y'all are familiar with him as R. Dot, but whatever. Okay, so let's talk about the rotation. Our rotation was Brandozilla going first as Atomic Foot Studios. Yeah, whatever. Silk 04 comes in second. Stop Hating.on.me. That was the name of his studio. Then we drop down to Remy/R. Dot, Southern Greed Islands. Then you got me coming in on the fourth spot, Midgarian Elitist Productions. I mean, you've seen it. Come on now. You already know. Like, what's that? What's all this right here? What do you see? Come on, fam. Don't try me. All right, and then yeah, we had our man's Sonke coming in with the Black Dust Studios, not to be confused with White Dust Studios, because that means something completely different. And then yeah, finished it off with Bluish Manhattan. That is with Brothers Drake Incorporated. All right, so basically we went, I guess the term is round robin, where like one person picks something, then it goes to the next person, and it goes to the next person. So the person in the beginning and the person at the end kind of get a good little benefit because they go twice in a row. On our first wave, I believe we all picked 6 games. Some people have added games as this has gone on, and so that's what I'll explain too. So you do have the potential to add other games, and this is kind of why we're doing this video now, because one of the special things that's happening every year, if you're a gamer, you kind of know about it. Obviously, there's going to be E3. Big announcements come in the summertime, so you don't want to like probably stuff your list in the beginning. You ain't gonna have no space for them big old juicy games coming out at E3 or being announced at least that hopefully will come out this year. Yeah, COVID's been crazy. It's pushed everything out, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, now Brando started us off with the one and only Monster Hunter Rise. It's a good pick. We did a video about it, first impressions with that demo way back when. But we also have hopefully another video coming up soon where we just do a review. I mean, we've been playing it, so we've done some live streams a few here and there on Twitch, if you ever want to check that out. But yeah, game's dope. It definitely deserved 88 and above, but 88 is close to 90. We know it's doing numbers with Capcom, so great, good stuff. Next we move on to Mr. Silk 04. His first pick of the draw was Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Now this game, looking fuego. I can't knock him for this. This one is gonna be nice. I haven't heard of anything bad with Ratchet & Clank. Funny enough though, I don't play Ratchet & Clank. This may be my first one. I haven't pre-ordered it or anything like that, but definitely have my eyes on it. It's just one of those games. It's like it looks stunning, looks fantastic. But yeah, just having ever played one before, so this may be a first. But yeah, I truly believe that one's gonna go in. And then let's see here. We skip down to Mr. Southern Girl. Oh, you know what? Since I don't want to bore y'all with just going one by one and scroll up and down, let's just do everyone's team right now as is, and we'll just go from there. So yeah, I'm gonna go back. All right, so my man's Brandozilla. We talked about the Monster Hunter Rise, right? Now he put Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD on there, and I'm not mad at it. Now, I didn't play Skyward Sword. I'm a Zelda fan though, so I know it's really weird. I'm a Wind Waker boy. I'm a Link to the Past boy. I'm definitely a Breath of the Wild boy. Ocarina of Time, love it. Nah, I mean, I don't know why I just didn't do Skyward Sword. But hey, I really do hope it is successful. The Switch version looks like it's gonna have a few good features in it that's gonna make some quality of life changes that were really necessary. Hopefully everyone's not complaining about fee anymore, but anyway, he has that. I'm expecting that to do pretty solid. Definitely 80 plus, Probably 90 plus. Who knows? No More Heroes 3. I don't know why I let this man get this, but I'm gonna let him have it. Now that's gonna be a strong 70. It's No More Heroes, man. Like it's not gonna do everything that I wanted to do as far as like numbers wise, but I'm gonna love it regardless because it's Suda. It's Suda, so you already know. Can't knock this one either. Definitely probably not the most strategic play, but hey man, if you love it, you love it. I understand it. Back for Blood, spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do numbers. So I'm not even gonna be like gonna hate on this at all. If it works, it works. If it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? Like Left 4 Dead worked for a long time. People still play it as far as I know. So I think this will do well. Now, Kena Bridge of Spirits. I don't know. Kena, however you want to say it. This is gonna be something that's gonna look pretty. I mean, the trailers look super good, but I can't really say if this is gonna be the one or not. I hope so. I mean, especially when it comes to like these PlayStation exclusives. Well, it's just really anything at this point in time. We've been seeing a lot of more indie side of games. So notice it doesn't look like a full-on AAA production. The graphics are dope, but I mean, as far as like the gameplay and how long it is, all the type of stuff I can't speak to. Hopefully it's not hitting 70. As far as I know, I don't think Kena's coming out at 70. But anyway, regardless, maybe okay. I'm thinking, you know, back in the GCN original Xbox PS2 days when we would get those AA, you know, platformers, action adventure games where it's just kind of like, you know, these aren't meant to be the best of the best of the best, sir, but they are good. I think Kena's gonna fit nicely in there, so we'll see. 82. All right. Call of Duty 2021.
For Call of Duty, an entirely new Call of Duty for the next generation. Call of Duty.
One of the fascinating new additions to your squad is a dog. This is someone you care about. Call of Duty. All of the new story element. Call of Duty.
Our new dog model is taken from high-resolution scans of an actual SEAL Team service dog.
Call of Duty.
It's COD. I mean, it's the same game. Whatever it does, hopefully it does it good well, but I have no idea if it will. Anyway, that's his lineup for right now. Did he add anything? Let's see. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's see. I can't count, so let's see. 3, 7. So I think he recently added Call of Duty. I don't know when he did that. But yeah, basically you have the option to bid on games, and if no one comes in to rebid on your game, that's it. So yeah, he got that. No one challenged him on it, and I'll talk about that a little later. Up here, it kind of explains it in our standings, but yeah, we'll get to that. So we move on to, again, Silk. We talked about that Ratchet and Clank a little bit. Again, Ratchet and Clank, dope series, has always done numbers. So hopefully it keeps going. Then he put Mass Effect Legendary Edition on there. Another 88 off the critic. It's Mass Effect. It's legitimized. I mean, we already know storied history. I know some people rub Andromeda off to the side, and hey, I have no stake in this. Like, Mass Effect never has been my thing. I tried playing the first one just for a few hours. Wasn't for me. I just, it wasn't my mode back then. So yeah, I never went back and got back into it. But yeah, hey man, he scored 18 points off that. I didn't go over the points, sorry. So yeah, if we look at Brando, he got the high 18 right here from the Monster Hunter Rise. So yeah, like I said, if anything that you make over 80 gets added to your points. So yeah, we see Brandon made the 18, tied up with my boy Silk for what? The 18. So yeah, they're doing all right. He also put on Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. When's the last time you've seen a Lego game score badly? I don't know. I don't keep up with these things. As far as I know, they're pretty consistent. They're pretty solid. I'll say it's somewhere in the mid-80s, hopefully. So that should give them some points. If it comes out this year. I don't know if it's coming out this year or not, or anything like that. I really haven't heard much news about this since this announcement, but it is what it is. Ninja Gaiden. Master Collection. I've heard some iffy stuff about this. I know some people vibe with Ninja Gaiden Black off Xbox to this day. That's what they still do to this day. But I don't know if this is the one for them. I think this is one that's like collecting like the Wii U one. Don't quote me. I know there's like Sigma. It was Ninja Gaiden's on a lot of stuff between that PS3, PSP, PS Vita. Maybe not PSP, but yeah, PS Vita. Wii U had its own one. Then I think that got ported over too. So yeah, I don't know what is all coming in this collection, but hope it works out. Anyway, Ghostwire Tokyo. It's BioWare. BioWare, you know, BioWare did their thing. They got the bag from Microsoft. But this one is still coming out for PlayStation. So we'll see how it goes. I have no idea about what's going to happen with that. New IP, though. So it's always dope when someone takes the risk on the new IP. So I can't knock that. You know, sometimes you got to have faith. So we'll see what happens. And then the passion play, The Wolf Among Us Season 2. Let me tell you a little story about Silk. Silk loves, he loves The Wolf Among Us. So he's been waiting on this. I have no idea if this is going to release this year. I really don't think it's going to release this year. So if it doesn't, I'm not going to be mad at him, but that's going to be a big fat zero. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes that's how you got to do it. When I get the mileage, hey man, I'm putting all the passion in there. You probably can see it a little bit right now, but I'm going to talk about it. But yeah, anyway, so right now, 18 for Brando, 18 for Silk. We're going to scoot down to Mr. Number 3. That'll be Mr. Ordot, Mr. Remy, Southern Greed Islands. Now, as you can see, ain't none of his stuff come out yet. But the man says has a pretty solid list. I ain't going to lie to you. All right, I might have lied to you, but but yeah, let's see. So Mario Golf Super Rush. Now, the trailer for this game is mad exciting. Definitely caught me off guard. I've only played Mario Golf, I think, on 64. Maybe touched it again on, I think, the Game Boy Color. Man, that was a long time ago. But yeah, this trailer looked fantastic. Looks like a room full of fun. As far as like sports Mario games, though, I mean, as far as their success and their ratings, I think that's kind of here or there. It may not do mega number. I don't expect 90 at all, right? 80 would be very, very, very good. I think that's optimistic though. But we'll see. I mean, if it plays solid, a solid 80 itself might be a good one. But I don't know. Looks like a fun game though, so we'll see. Wish it all the success. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. We call this Pokemon BD. Straight up, that's just what it is. Pokemon BD on BD Don't Touch Me, fam.
What you banging, shorty, on BD Ramron?
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl already came out the gate with the bad optics. People hate these graphics. And look, I'm not mad at it. I love Pokemon Platinum. It's like top 3 Pokemon for me. Maybe number 1. Can go toe-to-toe at gold. And I mean, that's just how it is. Pokemon Platinum, though. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, obviously remakes of their respective titles from that same era. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not mad at them. They remind me of a DS game. So, I like how they're kind of true to life to that. Now, as far as like how successful they'll be, we gotta see. But, man, the Pokemon fan base, they're going to complain about it. They're going to let their voices be heard and be known and be fiery. So, it kind of is what it is. Deathloop. Oh, gosh. I've seen 16 trailers of this game at every conference. It's like 2 times. It's since last year, maybe 2 years ago now. I feel like I know the whole game. I probably don't, but I mean, it is what it is. I just say, as far as this goes, I hope it's a good game. Again, new IP is always something that you want to see succeed. Again, one of those situations where, like, you know, I think the same studio that is making this made slipping my head. It's a 1 and 2. Dishonored. So Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2. This looks like the whole thing. It just looks like Dishonored on a futuristic scale with just like go ham, go crazy, throw everything in there. So hopefully it's cool. The concept seems nice. The trailers, even though it's been a lot of them, some of them have some nice styles. The music I think that they have for the theme is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie about that. Black character leads, come on. It's doing something right. So I can't knock it for that. Hydration time. We'll get this water in. You might as well take a hydration break too. You know, drink your water, get your aqua in, you know. And yes, this is water. I mean, don't be trying to flood the comments talking about some craziness or whatever. Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite about to be a movie. Show me the best resources that Microsoft has to offer, baby. Come
on. Alright. I'm gonna be nice. Because I definitely have a bias against Halo at this point in time. I can have a whole conversation about how Halo fell off. I loved Halo up until 3, and then I kind of didn't play Reach at all, so I can't really comment on that, or ODST. But then definitely try to go back in Halo 4 and definitely walk right back out. And I heard 5, as far as the story, just wasn't for me. And yeah, now we're at Halo Infinite. That initial showing, cheeks, big cheeks, not the nice kind. So as far as I've been seeing, there have been some updates to it. It is looking a little bit more spiffy as far as from a graphical standpoint, which, I mean, it's being developed for Xbox One. Not Xbox. Is it Xbox One still? Jeez, their naming conventions are crazy. So Xbox One X Xbox One X and all that jazz is getting Halo Infinite still, as far as we know. And of course, the series version of Xboxes will still have an X and S, whatever. They're getting Halo Infinite as well. So I mean, it's happening. We're gonna deal with it. But I mean, at the end of the day, Microsoft needs this to be a winner. The franchise itself, I think, is a shadow of what it used to be, but any good one would be nice. And that's even for me, who doesn't really like the series anymore, and it's definitely moved on. But yeah, I mean, I want to see Master Chief come through with Master Chief in the game. Stop putting all these other folks in the game that we don't play, man. I'm moving on. Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Why? Why did he do this? Why did he think this was a smart play? This is not a smart play. This is going to be maybe in the 60s. Maybe the 70s, I give it that. But it's not going to make him no points. That's all I'm saying. Stray. We saw the one trailer of Stray with the cat. This is definitely a leap of faith type of pick. Don't know if Stray's going to do anything at all. It looked interesting. I have no idea if it's even going to release this year. So, do with that what you will. And then I think that was his first 6, right? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then yeah, he comes in and somehow we just let him bid and get Breath of the Wild 2. And I want to be mad about that, because I definitely think Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out this year. And I definitely think it's a high 90s. And the high 90s is solid in this game, because that's a lot of good points. That's a lot of juicy points, man. And it's like I don't want it to not come out. I'm not that much of a hater or anything like that. But then at the same time, like if it does come out and it does make a numbers, it's gonna hurt me. Why my music stop? Hang on. We're doing this in real time, gang. Real time. Let's skip to a new track. There we go. So yeah, it is what it is. Breath of the Wild 2, he can have it. Oh, it better not do what I think it's gonna do, but anyway. But I really want to do great. Now it's my turn, Mr. Japan Man X3. All right. Midgarian Elitist Productions, starting out the gate strong, heavy. Folks didn't want to believe me, but nah, it's happening. God of War Ragnarok off top. Shout out to Huber, Michael Huber from Easy Allies, the biggest God of War fan I know. Hey man, if Horizon Forbidden West is coming out, and we already got Miles Morales, and we already are thinking that Ragnarok is kind of fitting in that same type of mode, it's coming out, baby. I don't know why they doubt this. Wait till E3, maybe wait till a little closer to the end of the year. It's coming. Definitely gonna be here. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Bad news about this one, guys. I've been keeping up with these things on Reset Era. I'm pretty active there, here and there anyway. But regardless, any news that usually comes out for the game world touches there first, then gets to the internets. Yeah, Hollow Knight Silk Song, as far as I know, has been stated that We shouldn't expect nothing at E3, which is not a good sign of this coming out this year. It's been years that this has been in development. I hope it comes through because I know if it does, 90 plus, I'm gonna go to the moon on this, but it might not happen at this point. Hope it does though. Hope it does. 16. I love Final Fantasy. Point blank period. I love all of them, right? But then at the same time, I really love the weird ones, the more different ones. Like I'm a 13 boy, you know what I'm saying? I like Lightning. I like 12. 12 Evilise can do no wrong. I like 15. Yes, these games can be better. I know they're very just like the fan base, just like Pokemon, can be crazy. But Naoki Yoshida is doing Final Fantasy 16. Don't know if you've touched anything with Final Fantasy 14 if you have that privilege. I know it's a big deep dive, but man, I've been getting into it. I just got into Heaven's Ward. It's great. Dude knows how to tell some good stories, and more stuff is coming on. I mean, he's about to end story with Endwalker. I'm talking too much about this, but all I say is I trust him. I feel like 15 was tumultuous. We know that, but this is the first time that we're getting to something that's just going to be like, hey, we haven't talked about this up until last year, and everything that you knew about the franchise as far as like the main lines, we knew about 13 from the original announcement like in 2006. We knew about Versus 13, which became 15 since 2006. We knew about 14 then. Like, we had such a big lead up to all those games, but now we have 16. We don't know nothing about it except that first trailer. I'm expecting great things, and I think this is gonna be the one, baby. So yeah, 16 coming through. This next one just purely not a good play, but in my heart of hearts, I want it to be true. I feel like it should be easy. Apparently, one of the dudes from Retro came out and said, or at least he used to work at Retro, was like, "Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out as quickly and as easily as people may assume." So I don't have any idea if it's gonna happen now. But in my heart of hearts, I really hope that this will happen. Metroid Prime Trilogy HD. It's not even announced. Definitely a big leap of faith. But that's me. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and will it into existence. Again, shout out to Michael Huber. Every time this man dreams of video games coming true, they happen. Sometimes you gotta feed off that energy. So yeah, if he can get Shenmue 3 to come out, we can get Metroid Prime Trilogy HD to come through. Respect the GOATs. Respect the greatest first-person shooter games of all time. Samus can do no wrong. And Salke should have done this, but he didn't. And he is a self-proclaimed Metroid fanboy of the greatest caliber. Whatever. I took it from him. Can't get it back now. Now, my next one was Last of Us Factions 2. We don't know officially what this is going to be called, but we do know that it was made by Naughty Dog, still being made by Naughty Dog in conjunction with Last of Us 2, but they didn't want to include it with the game. And they said we're going to dedicate, lots and lots of attention to this. And Factions 1, I believe, went on for a pretty solid amount of time for the original Last of Us. So this one should be pretty solid as well. Expecting good things, expecting a really high number is Naughty Dog. Give me that 96, boy. Give me them points. Now, last but not least, we ended it out with Disco Elysium, the final cut. Now, Disco Elysium, I believe, came out on PC, and it is ported over to consoles at this point. So there we go. And yeah, really good ratings, really strong. I don't think anyone knew about this game as far as like outside of myself for this little circle here. So yeah, I definitely snuck that in there just to get those easy points. So yeah, I'm at 19. I'm beating the top 2 people right now. So we move on to the next few. But yeah, lots of space to work with. I haven't added anything to my list yet. Definitely waiting for June to see what's popping. We got Summer Game Fest, we got E3. I'll be live and direct. We'll be on Twitch long times, just covering everything, reacting. If you want to come chill with us, come with the gang. You know what I'm saying? We're here. Anyway, shameless plug aside, we're gonna move on. Now, moving on to Mr. Sonke himself. This is Black Dust Studios. Before I get into that, hydrate time. And have myself out here parched. I ain't gonna lie, man. Sonke probably got the best squad of games right here, right now, except with a few crazy exceptions. So I'll get into that. But yeah, man's a solid. I can't really doubt him. He had his head in the game, kind of like me. Not as much of an overachiever as myself, but I mean, we'll see. So yeah, first pick of his list is Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Dawn came out very strong. Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm sorry. When it first released on PS4. New IP succeeding is always great. To be from the same people that did, I think, Killzone, Guerrilla Games. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, now we're gonna try this and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do it big. Dope. Happy that it's been successful. This one looked beautiful in that trailer. Don't know if that was the in-game or not. Could have just been straight CGI, but this day and age, what is CGI? So yeah, hope it goes well. Axiom Verge 2. I don't think this is coming out, and I know he really loves this. He's a Metroidvania guy. I don't think this is coming out. If it does, hey man, high 80s, low 90s for sure, probably. But yeah, one guy. So one guy trying to make all that, it's gonna take a long time, just like, you know, Undertale and its sequel. So yeah, hope it does. I know that's the passion play for him, but we'll see. Returnal. Happy for Returnal. Returnal came out looking interesting, has apparently garnered a lot of good attention. I know it had a few issues, a few bugs on release. Hopefully that's gotten worked out, but yeah, haven't heard anyone really like complain about like it's trash. Matter of fact, it's been the opposite. So great for, I think it's Housemarque. I still remember them from Resogun, and they've done a few things, but this is definitely, I think, their biggest thing. Looks beautiful. Nice to see older female protagonists, just because you just don't really have that as often. And yeah, not sexualized or anything like that. Just play the game. Roguelike, you know what I'm saying? So if you like Hades, you'll probably like that too. If you're into games of sweaty palms and restarting a lot. But yeah, got that high 86 off the Open Critic, so he got a nice little 16 points here. Good job on him. Then he comes back with the Near Replicant version 1. Whatever. I mean, good grief. Like, and it's Near, so it's funny because like it was a jank fest from the OG version, so it's good that they cleaned this up a little bit. I'm sure this probably scored better than the original one. But yeah, 83, that's a solid 13 points. Yoko Taro, you know what I'm saying? Man's is pretty much doing this thing. I like Suda. Yoko Taro is probably on that same level. I just don't really delve so deep into his games, but Nier Automata did very well, especially coming from Nier. And you know, he did Dragon Guard and everything like that too. So Replicant coming out doing strong, obviously has a nice little fan base built up, so hopefully some people got to see the beginning to that story now at this point. But we're waiting on that Automata 2 or anything like that. This next one is dumb. Again, passion play though, so I can't really knock him too crazily for it. But Mario & Rabbids sequel hasn't been announced. It would be nice if it was announced. Ubisoft and Nintendo, just the most unexpected type of thing. And I finally finished that game last year. Super good. I love tactics games, so I took my time with it. But yeah, loved it. If it gets a sequel, it's gonna do great, but we don't have anything about it right now, and I just don't think that's gonna be a thing that they will drop out, especially because they're so focused on like Watch Dogs, and I think they just came out with Immortals, Phoenix something, and yeah, they got like, you know, this big focus on like games as a service and everything like that. So I just don't know, man. But I think this game did pretty solid as far as sales, so hopefully. And it's Mario, so I mean, Mario and Rabbids, yeah, that's probably the only way they'll make Rabbids relatable again, outside of Rayman, which also has been dead. Where's Rayman, guys? Where they hide Rayman at? They did Legends and they said frigate. Anyway, new Pokemon Snap. This one, surprisingly enough, did solid, and I'm kind of happy that it did. I saw a lot of people really thinking that it was gonna be trash, or just like a one-to-one remake of the original one. So it's good to see that they did innovate on it a little bit. I was watching Kyle Bossman play this a little bit. He was kind of frustrated with it, but overall, I think a lot of people really enjoyed this. It getting an 80 is dope. I wanted to test out my wife and see if she wanted to play it, but I'm not gonna just buy it without like a demo or something. So hopefully at some point in the future they may release a demo for it. Yeah, looks good. It's Pokemon. You take pictures of them and you do that all game in different ways. So hey, it is what it is. 12 minutes. I personally really am invested in trying this out. Definitely want to try this out when it comes out. I think it's Xbox only as far as console, and it's going to be on PC through Steam and stuff like that. So I will want to check this out. Lots of heavy hitting names. Like Willem Dafoe is like going to be an actor or part of this game. I think there's a few other major ones too. But yeah, the concept is just, 12 minutes decides the fate of the game almost. But apparently it's not just a 12-minute game. It can be up there to like 20 hours or something crazy like that. So cool. Definitely intrigued in the concept. Trailer looks really cool. Want to try it out. Hope it does well. So again, he has a very strong team, and he added that too. He didn't initially have 12 minutes on there, so that was the 7th pick for him. So yeah, again, gotta pay attention to adding when you want to add. Now, last but not least, we're getting into my brother's Drake. All right, so Bluish, he did pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Like, did pretty okay. I'm not gonna lie. Now he already has one L that he gotta hold. He gotta hold it for the rest of the year. He found out pretty early on, so it sucks. But you gotta deal with it. Then he made a couple plays that I'm kind of questioning, but we'll see if he can recover. Oh, by the way, sorry, I didn't do the points for my man Sonke. Sonke got 39 points. Sonke is on top of the leaderboards right now. Dude is solid. I can't front. He's solid. Now, Bluish. All right, started off with RE8, Resident Evil Village. Hey man, Capcom on the road, Monster Hunter Rise. Wow, come out with that Village. Bow bow. 84 did really good. 14 points off the Resident Evil, and it's one of those things where they're picking off for RE7, which again, wildly popular, very different. First person, obviously that changes things. VR, that changes things. Now, I don't think Village itself has VR, but definitely still mainly first person. Stems directly from RE7, so Capcom definitely playing with their franchise just to make them more interesting, more involved. So happy to see its success. Good for it. Gotham Knights, it hurts not coming out this year. Hey, he tried, he really thought, and I understand why he put it in there, but ain't happening, bruh. It ain't happening. So yeah, Big Back Zero, not gonna do nothing for him for the rest of the year. Now, if we was nice, we could let him take him off, but not nice around here. It's cutthroat, baby. That's how it is. Now, It Takes Two, scoring up there with Monster Hunter Rise and Mass Effect. My man Joseph Barron, I want to say, created the last game, which was A Way Out, and now we have It Takes Two. I'm buying a second controller just so I can play this with my wife. So, I'm already invested for it. I haven't even bought it yet, but I know it's solid based on everything that everyone has said. So this was a great pick. And it's funny that, I still consider this maybe AA, not necessarily indie, because it got some money involved with it. But, yeah, just like dope that it did well. Can't be mad at this at all. 88 though, wow. So 18 points off that. He puts Guilty Gear Strive on there. The faith in the fighter is good. I thought about this too, but he already took it from me. Like I said, he could pick twice because the list would go all the way down to him, and then he would start it and it would go backwards. So that's why he would do that. So if I would have showed out the rotation, you would have seen that, but it would took too long. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, Guilty Gear Strive. I'm hearing good stuff. I watched Maximilian play this, and seems to do pretty solid. So upon release, I'm thinking this will do pretty well. That the betas have probably helped them out a lot. So dope that they've been able to get it tested like that. So yeah, Solar Ash. Now, this is made by the same people who did Hyper Light Drifter, I want to say. Looks beautiful. Kind of got like a Shadow of Colossus vibe for it. Futuristic sci-fi, very weird as far as the environments and stuff like that. Very out there, but gorgeous looking game. Expecting it to do pretty decent. So I know Hyper Light Drifter was very well received. I'm sure that probably was in the 80s. So Ash, again, new IP hopping in right in the 80s. That's a good look. So hopefully that's where it hits at. I mean, me personally, I want to win this. So if it decides to wait this year, I'm not mad at it. But you know, it is what it is. Then my boy put Oddworld Soulstorm on there. I don't know why he did that. Oddworld is, you know, pretty niche. I know they were trying to get the trailers out to let everybody see how it was. And I mean, it did about what I expected it to do. So 71. He gets the 1 point off of it. Wait. Oh, I'm terrible. Okay. So y'all have to forgive me. Bad at math. It's late at night. 70 points is the threshold. So anything that makes over 70 points is where you start getting points from. If I've confused you up until this point, I'll probably leave some type of annotation in the video just to kind of let y'all know what 70. If you're making over 70, then you start getting points. If you make under 70, ain't no points for you. So yeah, wow, I'm done. Anyway, and then Biomutant. When we talking about 70s, this is definitely gonna be swimming in 7s. I already see it from the trailers. He added this to his list, so he's confident in it. Brando is very confident in this game as well. I'm still on the fence. I can't really say it's doing anything for me. Definitely thought it had like a main protagonist. Then I saw it has like a character creator. And I'm like, I don't know if I can be as invested in a character. Watch some of the gameplay and look a little. I know the PS4 version is what's coming out first. They don't have a native PS5 version in development or at least ready for release on day one. So maybe performance-wise, it'll look smoother on PS5. I think on Series S, it probably looks pretty good. I'm not Series S, Series X. It probably looks really good, but and maybe it looks good on Series S too. I don't know. But from the video that I saw for the last gen consoles, it wasn't really selling me. Definitely wait for a sale. Definitely think this is gonna be hitting 70s on a optimistic level. But we'll see. I know it's been in development for a long time. So anyway. But hey, they want it to be great. So yeah, you're not getting no points off that, bro. So you copped the 33 points, 33. So let's go all the way up to the top, and now you can see our standings right now. So Sonke again at the front, and you'll see that his projected points are 104.53. Of course, that's going to be something that plays out based upon the actual reviews when they start dropping and everything like that. Right now his actual score is 38.67. So we'll just round it up. That's why down here 39. And yeah, he's expecting 4 games to come out. Released so far 3. I did that backwards, but whatever. And then he has a budget of $90 left. So your budget is how you bid. So again, earlier I kind of explained when a game is about to come out and stuff like that, you can bid on it to try and get it on your list. You have to put money up for it. Now this is not real money. This is fake money. Everybody starts off with $100 of the money in the game, and then basically from there you put money towards it. If it works out, it works out for you. If it don't, it don't. Because some people can outbid you and they get the game. But yeah, I don't think anyone's had any conflict or beef with this now. And it's one of the things you can be very shady about. If people don't remove to check the board or check for the bids or anything like that, you'll never know. So during E3, this is gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Gotta know at least one person is gonna forget completely. And I'll do my due diligence. I'm gonna remind people. They're gonna see this video same time y'all see it. But hey man, if y'all not looking during that E3 time frame, it's on you. It's on you. I'm gonna say that right now. All right. So yeah, Bluish again is in second place. Got the hot 33 points. Projected to do 91.58. I mean, he can still come back. Again, just having a 0 and a 1 from 2 games is, you know, a little tough. But hey man, I mean, my list is built on a dream, so I may not make it, you know, so we'll see. $90 as well, so he bid it. Like I said, I think well, no, it's not a cap. So yeah, anyway, for me personally, you know, got the hot 19 points. Expected to do 100 points, so might come in under Sonke right now. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be tactical about this. Now, I did make a lot of leap of faith bids on mine at first. I'm gonna try and come back and get some more realistic ones too. We're gonna see if those release dates are there before we put that money down on them, but we'll see. But yeah, let's see here. Mr. Silk again is in 4th place. He has 18 points as mentioned. Hasn't bid on anything either. Brando got the 18 points as well, $100 as well. Remy last. None of his games have dropped, so Just gotta see. But he has 7 on his list. You know, he's been paying attention. Man, that Breath of the Wild. Oof. It's gonna hurt me, man. It's gonna hurt me. And then, yeah, conveniently, upcoming games, it shows you what's coming up. So that way you can go ahead and be aware when you check this out. So, yeah, you can see Biomutant is what's coming up next on the 25th. So that should be like next week. And then, yeah, so this is dope. Very helpful. And it shows you who's already chosen and stuff like that. That's it, guys. So if you want to follow this, we'll probably leave a link in the description. And that way you can just peep it. Give it a look out. Maybe get your crew together. Try this out too if that's something that you're into. I know, like I said, fantasy football is never my thing. I'm not a big sports guy. But at the end of the day, like, this concept is really dope. And the Easy Allies did a good job of presenting it. When they first did it, like, they did the whole walkthrough when they were adding and everything like that. We recorded ourselves when we did it too, but it's just not like as engaging and interesting. So I didn't want to just put all that up. I just kind of want to go over this, and this still is a 45-minute video. So it's a lot of work. I mean, like, if you are gonna do this, just know it's gonna be about an hour of y'all just kind of digging in, going through the list and doing whatever. I know we're already in May, so it wouldn't seem like the most ideal time to do it, but dude, trust, because so much stuff hasn't come out, so much stuff hasn't been announced yet, so much stuff could still potentially come out and upset folks' lists. So yeah, definitely try and do it if you want to. You have plenty of time, especially right now. And then there's that battle royale mode. As far as I know, I don't really know all the details about it, but I think you can, you know, go ahead and do it yourself if you want to, and that way, you know, you can go ahead and play against other people on the site, just in general. Who doesn't like a battle royale mode? Not me. Anyway, yeah, so that is that. This was fun. Hope y'all enjoyed it. As you all know, Village 285, we do stuff. You know, we do lots of content, from everything from video games to anime. 285 though represents that circle in Atlanta, so we still have a huge Atlanta vibe. I'm gonna throw some video in just as a little taste of some of the stuff you could expect to see, just for some different content that we can do as well, because we do live in a city or around the city. We have ways to get downtown, and we can show you some sites. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that's dope here. And so this isn't just games, this isn't just anime, it's all of that. It's the culture, right? Even the music, right? So we hope to play a nice part of that in the future by just, hey, showing you our world. But until next time, everybody, I'm Japan Man X3. The crew will be back at some point in time. I know, now don't yell at me, but I know I owe you all a putting money on the books episode 1 officially. Trust, it's coming. I gotta get my head in the game, get prepped for it. I want it to look nice, I want it to look clean. I don't want to disappoint y'all, so I personally, I'm gonna still make that happen. Hopefully by the end of this month. If not, then definitely in June, before all this E3 shenanigans pops off. Again, we're gonna shoot at least 1 a month. That's gonna be the goal. But yeah, we'll see. I know I'm already late. Don't be mad at it. Don't be mad at me. Anyway, yeah. Until then, check out the channel. We post here and there. We want to try and get that a little bit more frequent. But hey, we all are busy. We all got lives. We all got wives. And even if we don't got wives, we still busy. We got lives. So it is what it is. But yeah, if y'all ever want to hit us up, or if you want to follow us on Twitch, we're gonna put those links out there. We got an IG, we got a Twitter, still haven't really gotten popping on there. Hopefully we can get that going too. So yeah, all that to say, keep an eye out for the kids. We out here, gang. Until next time, holla at the mans. Bruh, I forgot something. I can't even end the video yet. All right. Sorry. Totally blank. There's more. So you may see here, there are boxes in red. We didn't explain those. These are counter picks. You have to know about the counter pick. So counter pick is basically, you're going to pick a game that think is not going to be successful or isn't going to come out. So things like that. These will basically help you or they will hurt you. Now, They help you by allowing you to pick a game that you think will be unsuccessful. And so if that does become the case, what happens is you don't get impacted by the score negatively. Say for instance, if like in my situation, right? Because okay, I'll just before I even get to that, we'll see who has what. So Brandozilla picked Stray as his counter pick. Silk picked Halo Infinite. Remy Ardot picked Final Fantasy 16. Stupid choice. I myself picked Mario and Rabbids, the sequel. Sonke picked Metroid Prime Trilogy HD. And then Bluish picked The Wolf Among Us 2. So what happens is, like, say for instance, I'll take myself for example. If Mario and Rabbids comes out, and let's say it makes a 100, perfect game, it won't happen. But let's just say that happened. So we know if the score starts going positive at 70 points, then that means 100, obviously that's an extra 30 points. So it would actually subtract 30 of my points if it's my counter pick like it is right now, which means I would lose points if this game is successful. So tactically, you want to pick a game that you either think will not release, which is a big fat 0, like Gotham Knights, so it won't affect you at all, or you would go ahead and pick a game that may release, but just probably won't be as successful. So yeah, that's pretty much the concept of counter picks. Now, you have to lock those in the beginning. Like, you can't just like do a counter pick later on or change it or add a different counter pick. Nope. Out the gate, whatever you choose for your counter pick is locked in. Excuse me. So you have to be really strategic with those. So yeah, my fault. Now I'm done. Peace. All right, y'all. So the kid went to go check out Man vs. Fries. This is on Spring Street in Atlanta, and you can order off of DoorDash. So I did this a few months ago. Decided to save some vids so you can see what they got. This is their website. Everything got the French fries. So asada fries, SoCal burrito, Cali Crunch, NorCal burrito, CBR burrito, that's that chicken bacon ranch, the Heladilla, the asada nachos, hashtag fried cheesecake, OMG cookies, cookie dough. So yeah, here's a few vids of how it all went down. Yo, I don't know how to do this. Well, y'all, we just got back from Man vs. Fries. Got this. I think this is the, I don't know what this is, but it'll look good. This is the asada fries. They also have asada nachos. I don't think we got the nachos. Well, we do got nachos. Nachos is right here, but y'all seen them earlier. Anyway, this is like some type of California thing. It might be two things in it now that I think about it. Regardless. Boom. Got some Oreos. Got a, what's that, fried cheesecake or something like that? Yup. And this bad boy right here. I'm about to get into that. Got your assortment of sauces. Probably some guacamole. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm about to eat.